Thank you very much. Um, Happy to be here in State Park in Vancouver. I was saying to some of my colleagues who will be speaking that it's not that often that I actually get to do an event in North Vancouver or to be in North Vancouver. So it's a great pleasure to be here with you today. I would like to begin by acknowledging that this event is taking place on the traditional territories of the Squamish, Musqueam, and Tsleil-Waututh First Nations. We talk a lot about climate change these days. The planet is effectively burning up, and climate change is obviously a significant factor. L'été dernier, les Canadiens ont connu la saison des feux de forêt la plus destructrice de l'histoire de notre pays. Last week, my officials presented the latest wildfire outlook for the coming months. It shows that as early as this month, fire activity is expected to be above normal in eastern British Columbia. In June, areas of severe risk will expand to cover most of British Columbia, including Vancouver Island. Right now, there are nearly 50 wildfires burning in this province. Wildfire activity has unfortunately worsened in BC, Alberta, Nova, Saskatchewan, the weekend. Evacuations in all three provinces, including in Fort Nelson, where 4,700 residents have had to be evacuated to Fort St. John, Dawson Creek, and Storage, Chetney. Despite favorable weather conditions in the past few days that have helped firefighters battle the blazes, the situation remains extremely serious. And with the weather forecast for the week indicating warmer and drier conditions across most of Canada, wildfire risks are exacerbated in already affected areas, necessitating close situational awareness and vigilant monitoring of weather patterns and reports. To those who have been impacted, to those who have loved ones who have been impacted, and to all Canadians, I want you to know that the federal government will be here to support you during these very difficult times. Nous travaillons ensemble et lâche pour nous préparer pour pire. We have been investing in wildfire training and life-saving wildfire equipment. We have been strengthening our international partnerships, certainly very much with our friends in the United States, so that we can draw on international wildfire fighting resources if and when required. We have been working with Indigenous communities so that Indigenous traditional knowledge can be at the forefront of our wildfire response efforts. And of course, we are planning for the future by advancing a comprehensive plan to both mitigate and to adapt to the impacts of climate change. We have no greater ally in the fight against climate change than our forests. We sequester carbon, support clean air, more resilient communities, and reinforce valuable habitat and biodiversity. And they can help us to rehabilitate scorched lands and forests. That is why the Government of Canada committed up to $3.2 billion over 10 years through the 2 Billion Trees program, plant trees on provincial and federal lands in cities and communities, on farms and on private, rural, and urban lands, and certainly in partnership in many instances with Indigenous peoples. Today, I am very pleased to share with you that Canada has reached a major milestone in our tree planting work. We have now funded over 25% of our 2 billion trees target, with agreements signed or under final negotiations to plant 550 million trees. This includes almost 3,100 trees that have been planted here in North Vancouver, including almost 2,400 urban trees in Hyatt, Greenwood, and Mosquito Creek parks. But there is obviously more work to be done to fulfill our commitments on 2 billion trees and our broader commitment to fighting climate change. Across the country, we have heard and we have listened to municipalities who want to participate more fully in this program. And that is why today I am pleased to kick off the official 2 billion trees planting season by announcing a new critical partnership with the Federation of Canadian Municipalities, a program that is called Growing Canada's Community Cannabis. This program will be supported by a direct funding from the 2 billion trees program, as well as separate matching funds from the municipal fund, which is part of an endowment to FTN from the government. To support both the government and planting the right type of trees in the right places. The program, local governments will be able to access up to $10 million in funding starting right now for ambitious new tree planting projects, as well as strategic funding that will be available as of the winter of 2025 to support urban forest planning, research, and operational support. Ultimately, the project will support the planting of at least 1.2 million new trees across Canada by March of 2031. And the impacts of the work will be seen right here in North Vancouver. The 2 Billion Trees program is already supporting tree planting capacity. Initiatives like this one help us all to recognize the shared community responsibility of tree planting, as well as allowing community members to benefit from the rewards of greener places to live, to play, and to come together. FCM has already been doing a great amount of work to support tree planting communities across Canada, and the new Growing Canada's Community Canopies initiative will further enable and it will accelerate this work. As we continue to see more municipal planting roll out through this initiative, we can expect to see more trees planted, more Canadians reaping the benefits for the 2 Billion Trees program in the communities that they call home. Planting 2 billion trees is a marathon. It is not a sprint. Care must be taken to ensure the right trees are planted in the right places in the right time and for the right reason. Throughout the program, we have heard from existing and prospective partners, as well as important environmental organizations and experts, on their needs and concerns about the program, including the importance of providing greater clarity on objectives and monitoring requirements so that all applicants can meaningfully participate. This new agreement with FCM fulfills an important recommendation to increase inclusivity for municipalities within the program. Je tiens à remercier la FCM pour sa collaboration dans la mise en œuvre de cet important programme. I have certainly been extremely pleased to see the collaboration between the federal government, municipalities, provinces and territories, not-for-profit and private groups, and Indigenous peoples in advancing the 2 billion trees goal. Quite frankly, it is a common sense solution to climate change that I think we can all agree on, because climate change is not a political issue. It should not be a partisan issue. It is a science issue. I would say that, unfortunately, a commitment to addressing the climate issue is not one that is publicly shared by all political leaders at the federal federal level. Poilievre either does not believe in climate change or doesn't think it's that important. And after last year's devastating fires, I think we were all perhaps assuming that he would recognize that we are all feeling the impact of climate change today. Canadians deserve and expect thoughtful action from politicians about the risks that climate change poses to our children's future, to our economy, and to our community. That is exactly what this government has done. We will do tomorrow, and the next day, and the next. Through hard work and strong partnerships, we are on track to plant 2 billion trees across Canada. 2 billion trees that will provide shade and shelter for wildlife, life from hummingbirds, eagles, red squirrels, to gray wolves. 2 milliards d'arbres qui contribueront à rendre l'air plus pur et les communautés plus saines et plus résistantes au changement climatique. 2 billion trees that will support creating good jobs and a sustainable supply chain in every part of Canada. So today, I certainly want to thank program partners very much, including the Federation of Canadian Municipalities, for making this program a success. It is a good day. Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Minister Wilkinson, and thank you for your leadership and your partnership on this very important program for communities from coast to coast. I would now like to call upon Rebecca Bligh, FCM's second vice president, and thank Vancouver City Councillor to share a few words.
Very much, Chris, and good morning, everyone. My name is Rebecca Bligh. I'm the City Councillor in the City of Vancouver, and today I'm representing the Federation of Canadian Municipalities, or FCM as we know it, as its second vice president. Municipalities have a crucial role to play in advancing towards greater sustainability, as they have a significant influence over half of Canada's greenhouse gas emissions. However, they often face financial constraints, which is why FCM's Green Municipal Fund, or GMF, is vital to help them transition to more sustainable practices sooner. Since its inception in 2001, GMF has been successful in supporting thousands of green initiatives by municipalities and their local partners. And today we are excited to expand on TMF's mandate by launching the Growing Canada's Community Canopies, or as we'll call it, GCCC for short. So this initiative will support the planting of at least 1.2 million trees across the country from Vancouver to St. John's, Newfoundland by 2031 and contribute to climate action across the country. Trees are an effective nature-based solution to capturing carbon emissions. They also provide shade, mitigate flooding, increase biodiversity, and support the health and well-being of residents. This $291 million initiative will create green local jobs and remove financial barriers for municipalities that want to hire more staff to move forward on expanding canopy projects. GCCC will also offer skills development training and resources to ensure that trees that are planted have the best chance of surviving and thriving. Thanks to our partnership with Tree Canada, we will be able to offer urban forestry expertise that will inform best planting practices, tree species, and site selection. We are grateful for the support of the Government of Canada, without whom this initiative wouldn't be possible. Together, we are moving forward towards a greener future, and we are doing so with all orders of government and partners. And we believe that only by working together can we effectively ensure a sustainable future for ourselves and for generations to come. Thank you for your attention, and we are confident that this initiative will bring about positive change across the country. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Bligh. I'd now like to call upon Linda Buchanan, Mayor of the City of North Vancouver.
So good morning, everyone, and thank you very much. I am Linda Buchanan, I'm the mayor of the city of North Vancouver, and it's a pleasure to welcome you to our community on behalf of City Council. I would also like to acknowledge that we are gathered on the traditional territories of the Squamish and the Tsleil-Waututh First Nations. I thank them for sharing these lands and waters with us and for their ongoing partnership with the city on many shared priorities. Minister Wilkinson, Councillor Bligh, our second Vice President Bligh, thank you for being here today and allowing us the opportunity to showcase the work underway here in the city to expand our urban tree canopy. We all know our climate is changing, that weather is becoming extreme, and that we must take real, tangible actions to protect our communities and people from these health realities, from these harsh realities, and in fact, their health. But we also know that health is not lost, and hope is not lost, that together solutions are possible. That is why the city has prioritized protecting and growing our urban tree canopy. Trees are living assets that play a critical role in a healthy and sustainable city. The urban forest supports the community by reducing stormwater runoff, filtering air pollution, providing shade and temperature regulation, stabilizing soil, and capturing and storing carbon. The urban forest also beautifies our community, connects people with nature, and creates a mental place, and improves mental and physical well-being as community canopies program. or G-triple-T. This is exactly the kind of support that municipalities need to build healthier, greener, more equitable, and more livable spaces and cities for people. Thank you again, everyone, for being here.
Government of Canada